Rangers are working on a new defensive system compared to the past, and it requires communication, does it not?
Absolutely.
The last we checked, late in the third period, Nashville had 6 odd-man rushes. That's a lot.
To put that in context, last year the Rangers gave up 60 the entire season, okay? 60, and they gave up 6 in a game. Now, when you want them to correct everything at one drop of the puck, it's not going to happen. This is going to be a work in progress. The season last year is over, and right now Henrik is playing a little bit different. He's playing deeper, and he's been able to really track the puck off the release with less movement across. But at the same point, you can see how each one of these breakdowns happens for different reasons. It's not like you're able to pinpoint it as one guy is making a mistake and it's over and over again. There's the Forsberg goal, but back and forth, there's a missed pinch, there's a play where Buchnevich doesn't come back and Smith is coming on to check. Everything is almost like skill from the Nashville side, beating the Rangers when they're a little bit indecisive on their reads and when to cover for one another. The off-the-rush stuff, Al, is the best scoring opportunities in hockey. They go in 1 every 5 shots. And so if your odd-man rushes are going to be too great, the best teams in the league get the most of them. That's not going to be a good outcome for the Rangers in the future if they can't just shore up that. As
the second period moved along, the Rangers settled things down a little bit and stayed with the forecheck. And that leads to the next goal, which is also our DraftKings Player Spotlight.
A long sequence here, and this is a good look right now for this line. Now, Hedl is a young guy, 19 years old, and he's in on everything. And I thought he was very good at being able to stay low and on the walls, but then at the same time, with the support from Fost, and what a good relationship it would be to have a young player like Hedl learning from Fost. Spooner is very smart at getting it on the other side of the ice. When he does that, that changes the point of attack. And what these guys are trying to do right now is widen out Nashville because they're so strong in their own D zone. But all of this time in your own zone, as anybody will tell you, it works and wears on you, and it becomes taxing. So at this point right now, with the forecheck, that's a forechecking shot there from Fost, and then he gets himself on the inside of Subban and opens up for that pass from Hedl. But the forechecking play off the start sets up the entire time and zone, and then that shot, to me, is very smart. Fost right there is not trying to score on the initial shot. He's just trying to keep that end zone time going because they were so in on Nashville at that point. So it was smart that they're all on the puck at the same time, working together.
And on that sequence, you could see Hedl's constantly got his head up, looking to see what's going on, even on the pass that led to the goal.
Absolutely. These guys, they're checking their shoulders. They're looking in the offensive zone for one another. But all 3 of those players right there, they all have offensive instincts. They've been top scorers all the way through hockey. I'm not surprised to see these guys gel. And when we look at the lines right now, and the KZB line's #1, it's a pretty good blend down lines 2, 3, and 4. I think anybody can play at any given moment, depending on who's hot that night.
Constant reminders in this game that face-offs are huge, especially if you have PK Subban at the point.
Face-offs are huge, right? But that PK goal doesn't go in unless Hank gets screened by his own players here. I was saying at the intermission that this shot, you can just let it go. Low percentage shot from that distance. He's the full distance to the blue line when this comes off the stick. So if Henrik sees it, he stops it. There's a reaction there. That's a conversation to be had in the locker room. It wasn't the first time that Shattenkirk got in front of his goalie there, but any shot that happens above the top of the circles, whether it's a lateral pass or a pass from inside the circles above, give the goaltender sight on the puck. That shouldn't go in.
So Nashville's got a 2-1 lead. The Rangers continued to fight, got their first power play of the game inside the last 2 minutes. That's good. They pull Henrik Lundqvist. PK Subban takes a penalty, but the Rangers have too many men on the ice. So now the face-off is crucial, and it goes again to Nashville.
Yes. Well, yeah, the empty netter, it happens very quickly. But I would say that the Rangers are going to, again, learn from their mistakes here. And why is there too many guys on the ice? They're going to talk about this in the locker room, whether it was a coaching error or if it was a player communication error.
Again, no give up.
No give up. Buchnevich gets net front, and you can see the passion in his face. I mean, he's got a furnace face at the end of this night. He's red. He's beat red. Zuccarello's hunched over, but Buchnevich cashes in. You can see he's got an attitude with him, too. But he's a big-time player that everybody's expecting to break out. I'm one of them. He's going to be very big for the Rangers all year.